Hey guys, welcome to another episode of War of the Visions. Today is day 5 of the tournament, being uploaded late, and I made adjustments. What I did was I put less accuracy onto the fire team, the fire side, and I put more accuracy onto Celis. Well, not Celis. Rairyuu and Winter Victoria. The reason being is because I want Terra to do meltdown more often, and I want Rairyuu and Victoria to hit more often because they did have the trust stones, but I still needed a bit more accuracy. So I did those adjustments, and this first battle is versus Lightning. I had a feeling they were going to use Lightning, so I decided not to use Celis. Even though I'm pretty sure Celis can take Cloud hits very well. I'm not sure how well she could take Esther's hits, especially since Esther's new. I don't know how she is. So I decided to mix it up here, use Rairyuu and Terra as my tube DPS while Mott is the tank. And Mott took this pretty okay, just over half damage. So it was a little bit worried, especially since this Charlotte is sub job with Monk. I believe that's her sub job, so doing strike damage kind of hurts. But Rairyuu got a disable here, which I was happy about. I'm pretty impressed with Rairyuu so far. Even though my matches I haven't been winning that much, Rairyuu's been pulling his weight a bit for MR unit. He's doing the damage when he hits, and thanks to his cover, he has survivability to an extent. But here we got limit burst from the new unit Esther, which I have to say is a pretty good unit. Limit burst for sure. And Cloud was not in range, which I was surprised. So he goes and buffs up Esther instead, which allows Terra to do her limit break. I'm really tempted to just turn off the limit break. I'm not too sure yet. She got her courage, so courage just pop here, as well as Rairyuu's cover, so he goes down to 1 slash, which I suspected, and Terra goes down from Esther's slash. So it was a loss, but it wasn't too bad of a loss. I wasn't too upset about that. So I don't think I did much changes going into this because I still felt confident about my initial changes. So now we have some light units, Cloud, Little Leela, and a Celeste. I wasn't really sure who were they gonna pick. I had a feeling it would have been all light, so I definitely chose Rairyuu. And I was debating on what tank to use, but in the end I decided let's just go with the same team again and see how it works, because I wanted to see how much more accuracy I need to equip onto Rairyuu, because Rairyuu didn't have the Alexandrite ring in these first 2 matches, so I wasn't sure if I needed that ring for additional accuracy or if I was good without it. So this was an opportunity to test it out, and luckily for me, they pick the light team to go against with Celis as the tank, and this is a pretty good meta team right here, because you can have Celis as a tank or Engelbert as a tank. They both do the same thing, and they both can help any evasion team out pretty well. If I chose Ishtola as well, her holy would have gotten absorbed and I would have been screwed. But here I was able to pop my bells and proplication, while Terra did use Sentinel to my surprise, but it's okay. So Rairyuu shot at lock but missed. That told me right away that I'm gonna need a bit more accuracy onto Rairyuu, because I kind of don't want him to miss. I know he could hit evasion units. I just gotta add more accuracy onto Kima. I'm not expecting anything from him. Terra popped her barrier. Oh yeah, I finally got her to 120, so it is making a difference because I didn't have her 120 skill before. Now she has a bit more survivability on her hand because she took this hit pretty well, but because it's a chain, her courage got procced and everyone's just going against her. Rairyuu sadly goes down to um, Elna, and the one time I wanted Terra to do her Faraga slash or her limit break, she doesn't do it. And that kind of got me upset. But it was a loss. And going into round 3, I put the Alexandrite ring onto Rairyuu so he could attack more. All I needed to do was to test it out against a light team, and well, I faced another light team, so here I was gonna find out if it was gonna work. But this time I decided to use Celis and Winter Victoria because I follow my own rule that every unit has to be used once per day. So the only one left is Ishtola. She's going to be used in the later matches. So once again, I predicted that they're using their light team. And Celis does absorb some of Jayden's attacks. I only found this out because I saw some videos and I saw Jayden doing his magic blast and she's absorbing it. So I thought that was a missile attack, and I guess it's not. But here, he's not targeting Celis, sadly. Winter Victoria got hit, but to my surprise, she took it pretty well. Which means maybe this team is not highly equipped. I'm not too sure. But Victoria was able to retaliate and hit Elna, while Rairyuu was able to one-shot Jayden, which I was shocked. I wasn't expecting a one-shot on Jayden. So here, Winter Victoria got another hit on Elna and knocked her out, which means Engelbert was left. So either this team wasn't that great with their evasion, or my accuracy gear is finally working. I wasn't too sure. But after landing a disable onto Engelbert, I was more impressed with how Rairyuu was working out well, and this match is in the bag. I pretty much finally won one after a while, and I was happy about that. And thanks to Rairyuu. Rairyuu's, again, performing pretty well, even despite all the losses I've been having so far. But, yeah, so I left the team as is because I didn't think there was any more adjustments I needed to be made. Here we have a wind team and a dark team, and just looking at this, it's all evasion units. Everyone here it has some sort of evasion. Tifa and Stern being the least evasive. So I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna go with Terra and Ishtola because they have guaranteed hits. I'm not gonna try to see if I have enough accuracy to deal with them. And then I went with Celeste because I was a little bit afraid of Halloween Leela. I wasn't sure if she was going to be picked to do major damage to my team. So I figure I go with that and see how it goes, especially since I needed to pick, well, not needed. I wanted to pick Ishola anyway, so she get a chance to do her thing. So I was right. Well, not right. I predicted they choose the dark team, and they did. And dark is pretty fast, and they have mobility, which I was kind of afraid of because they could move up really quick and mess up my setup. But luckily, I was able to set up with every one of my members before Venera got close. And because Celis here did another TP buff, that told me that they're highly evasive, especially Venera. So Terra here got her courage up, she got her barrier up, Ishtola got her swift cast up and her re-raise up, so we were good to go. And we just need to start hitting the opponent, which again, their evasion's pretty high. So it got me worried. But Terra did her meltdown and a one-shot at Venera, so I was pretty good on that. Celeste pops another Rune Blade, which is going to allow her to take hits pretty well from these people. Stern knocked out my Ishola, but thanks to re-raise, she was able to get back up. And now Terra's gonna go again and nuke Shadow Links. So she's done for. To my surprise, Celis did her Karada. I don't see her do that too much. And Ishtola one shots Stern. That is right. A free MR unit just one shot it. It costs 100 unit. You don't see that every day. Or you probably do. I don't know. But she did it, and it got me the win. So I was pretty happy about that. At this point, there is not much adjusting I need to do. Maybe I'll adjust a little bit more on the accuracy side on the fire units. A little bit, because again, I have Faraga / on for Terra, and I also have her Limit Break on as well, and I do want those to land. You're gonna see here that Terra's gonna do her Limit Break, and somehow it's dodge, which I was shocked at that. I don't know why it was dodge, but they're using the Rainbow team versus my Rairyuu, Mont, and who else I picked? Terra. There you go. So their team's pretty diverse, which I give them props for doing. And their Cloud got up pretty high, so he has pretty good mobility going. As well as Celeste. Celeste was able to just go in and do her AoE attack. I don't think she did proc her Runic Blade ability though, so I'm pretty sure I can hit her with magic attacks. Although she still has good magic defense for a tank, so I'm pretty sure she will still take my magic hits pretty well. But Terra here is going to pop her Limit Break, and here is where she dodged, to my surprise. I wasn't expecting a dodge from that, so that got me worried that maybe I decreased my accuracy a little bit too low, because I don't even have the nodes on Rombo's accuracy for this build, because I wanted Terra to do her meltdown more. But it's something I'm gonna have to think about. I'm probably gonna put those back on at the very least, so that way she wouldn't miss something like that. I'll expect a miss from evasion, but not from Celis. That was just weird. So now Helena's gonna do her Limit Break, and Rairyuu's gonna at least take down Celis. But now Cloud's gonna come in here and do his big AoE slash, which is gonna knock out Rairyuu, and the only person that's left is Mont. Mont's gonna try to hang it in there, but unfortunately he's gonna get Diablos to death, and that's gonna be game right there. But so far, getting those wins again. Let's see how day 6 goes. See you guys next time.